to Starkville, Mississippi, Davis-Wade Stadium, where they've got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Tennessee Volunteers taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Vols will put toe to leather and we'll get started. He'll return it. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Bulldogs offense will come out first. And it's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports. And when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him. But, David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week. You can have all season. This guy is so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They trust him. They know what he brings to the table. This offense revolves around what he can do.
They'll run it from the gun. They shut it down quickly, but he gets two out to the 18. Mississippi State right back to the line. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Another incompletion on third down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Volunteers offense will have its first possession of the game. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Caught over the middle, it's Brown. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with his group of wide receivers, and you see that in the timing of these throws.
And the Volunteers with the 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Maybe a touchdown-saving stop gets him out of bounds at the 5. 1st and goal coming up.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack. And their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, why have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down?
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
Got his man. Going for the goal line. He will be stopped just inches away after the catch and run. Didn't get enough to move the sticks, but enough to leave them with the decision.
And the defense did a great job. Understanding the sticks, rallying to the football, getting them on the ground. And you're right, Reese. 4th and short, that means decision time. Or, for us, green light. Go for it.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
And the Vols are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Vols! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
The give to the lone running back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Going deep. He's got it on the outside. Off to the races. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. Mississippi State going up tempo. To the air on 1st down. Looking to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. From the gun, running back gets to give. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he makes the extra point. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
And after having a nice game like that on 1st down, for the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. Oh, he wants it all. Wide open, he makes the catch. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. They'll run the option. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Alabama has a lead currently, but they've been in a dogfight all day today and haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 4 over Memphis. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Spins away from the defender. Gets it past the marker. It's a running room. He's at the 30. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
All right, moving forward, this defense, they better be very aware when this quarterback decides to keep the football. That's a good decision by him. But now defensively, you not only have to worry about the running back, you got to worry about this quarterback getting to the perimeter and hurting with the speed.
Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Caught in the backfield, it's Sanders. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period.
Loss of 2 brings up 1st and goal.
We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run play action. Took a shot as he threw. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got the big paws on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be fourth down. The Vols will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Trucks through the defender. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Wants to return it. Never had a chance. What coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. So here is the Tennessee offense. Give to the running back. That hole closed quickly. He'll get one out to the 6.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. A lot of yardage in front of them. First and 10 from their own 19. Crosses the 30. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, you can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around you, too. This is an offense that doesn't only have to throw the football to win games. They can run it, and they can get explosive plays because of this guy's speed and skill set.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Pulls and fires complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The play action fake. Here's the pressure. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Got his man. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the Vols have it in scoring position on first and goal. Trying to march in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game.
That makes the score Tennessee 21, Mississippi State 10.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. At the 40, there he goes. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marked it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Throwing right. A strike downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
That last play has this defense on its heels. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Unleashes to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. Got his man in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Snagged out of the air. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Leaves it with the back. Picks up the first down. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Davis-Wade Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Mississippi State has it teed up, ready to go here in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
The Vols with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go right back to the run. Nice move to keep running. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. Makes the catch. It's Chop. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Volunteers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Use the play fake, now to throw. Wide open downfield. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Mississippi State right back to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
You got to give this defense a ton of credit because they watched the film. They watched this offense go up and down the field. This QB throw multiple TDs their last game out. Didn't allow a TD pass in the first half. And here they are in the second half doing a nice job defending the deep ball.
Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Finds his big tight end. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just
strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. On target to the left. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Fires to the big fella.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Motion from the back. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Swings it out to the flat. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Still on his feet. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. He makes the catch for the 2, and now they're down by just a field goal. So a drive there of 84 yards, and the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Got a little space. Makes it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Quarterback making adjustments. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's going for the big play. Makes the grab inside the 30. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. A terrific throw that time, and when you play quarterback here, there's a pretty rich legacy to try to live up to.
And just finding that guy that just makes it look easy. I think the Vols fans will really appreciate that, when a guy that can push it down the field, make the right decisions consistently, be smart at that quarterback spot.
This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. To the air on 1st down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown Vols! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll give it to the tight end. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And I like changing things up. I like trying new things. Handing it to the tight end, that's something you don't see very often. A little creativity. Now, it was negativity in the end, but I like the creative thought process of trying to get somebody else the football.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got an open man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Sanders. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Wants to keep it in the air. Right on the money. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these 1st downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. To the air on 2nd down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws toward the end zone. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Toledo is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed brand of football there in the MAC, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 11 over Ball State. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one, Kev? There he goes! Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Vols, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Got his man on the right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Oh, they're after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on third and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
The Volunteers will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the kicking team's going to call a timeout.
Timeout, Tennessee.
They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. Tries to get it on the ground. They stop him short, and now they'll get the ball back here in the fourth quarter. Now it's up to the defense to put this game on ice with a few minutes left to play. Going right to work up top. They get to him as he throws. It's complete on the right side. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Quarterback running on the draw. Gets it past the first down marker and still running.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Oh, makes the catch. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
That's a huge blow, man. You got a chance to go take the lead and put yourself in a position you know you can win the ball game. And now, instead of that, you've turned the football over. Now you're trailing. The defense is going to have to do something special for you.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. The Vols send out the punt unit. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Volunteers line up to punt it away. Now, if you're really worried about the block, I guess you could think about taking the safety here in the free kick. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. fires to the tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike. So now it's second and long.
Second down coming up.
Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
That's a big stop for this defense, and more importantly now, it puts them in a huge position. I want to use that clock as my friend. I got to take away the sidelines. I can't give up a big play and let them get a sideline and then sneak that field goal unit on. Got to make sure I understand where that yard is to get to where they want to kick the field goal.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Lets it fly. Complete to the left. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go. Makes this one, and it'll be all tied up in the final minute. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This to tie things up in the final minute. It's good. And in the waning seconds of the game, they tie it up.
Wow, and with that field goal with so little time left here in the game, it looks like this thing's going to OT. You have to give that young guy so much credit. He had the weight of the world on his shoulders, and he's able to knock it through. We've still got some football left here, fellas.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Picks up the first down, still moving. Timeout is called with just a single second left. It'll be first and 10 from the 30. Looking downfield on first down. He spins that thing down the middle. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He just brought some serious energy making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. First and 10 from the 25. Quarterback on the move, still looking. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another first down. This guy can do that a lot.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Big third and goal here in overtime as they try to get a touchdown to take the lead. Might be changing the route. They're going to throw it on third and goal. He's going for the goal line. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Nice nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up 4th and goal.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down, and they give it back up now to their offense.
First down, and this defense is desperate. Any kind of score, and it's over. Firing to the right, complete. Breaks into the open. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. They're already in position for a potential game-winning field goal here on 1st and goal in overtime. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Caught. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So he'll help the completion percentage, but not the yardage. Stop for no gain.
And he got it to his running back, obviously making a good decision, but nice tackle on the play. Way to get the running back on the ground and not getting the extra yards after the catch.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They may just get the ball in position for a game-winning field goal here in overtime. Slams ahead. He got it in, and the celebration is on. A walk-off touchdown in OT.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
This is one of the best games we've called this season. A thriller, and it comes down to the wire here in overtime.
I could watch these two teams play another 6 times this year, just back and forth, trading blows, offenses coming up with explosive plays, big hits all over the field. David, this is what college football is all about.
No doubt. I love your excitement, but where's the defensive mentions? Some good defense out there, too, there, homeboy. I know it's not just offenses that get you excited. Some defensive plays, too. Nip and tuck the whole game, decided in overtime, crushing loss.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.